Given an equation, you can graph a line. When graphing a line, the first point that you will plot is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is always on the y-axis. Next, you will plot additional points using the slope, where the slope is written as rise over run. You'll count up or down by the rise and then right by the run. You'll use the pattern to work backwards so that you plot all points from edge to edge of the graph. Finally, you will connect your points with a straight edge and add arrows. Let's do our first example, y equals 2x minus 4. First, we plot the y-intercept, where the y-intercept is found from the start value. My start value of -4 gives me the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. So the y-coordinate of my y-intercept is -4. We're going to go ahead and plot that point, which will be on the y-axis. X equals 0, y equals -4. I hesitate to tell you the most common mistake because I don't even want to put it in your head, but the most common mistake is to plot the -4 on the x-axis. No. The y-intercept will always be on the y-axis because the start value is the value of y when x is 0. X is 0, y-axis. So always, always, first point is going to be on the y-axis. Next, we plot additional points using the slope. The slope is 2, so for a whole number slope, the run is 1. Rise of 2, my slope gives me the rise. The run is going to be 1 since my slope is a whole number. Now I start at my y-intercept and I count up by the rise of 2, up 1, 2, right by the run of 1. I count up by the rise of 2, up 1, 2, right by the run of 1. Up 1, 2, right 1. Up 1, 2, right 1. Yes, you have to do all these points. Up 1, 2, right 1. Now I also need to continue my pattern backwards. So instead of up 2, right 1, I go down 2, left 1. This is the really hard part for me to do on the computer. I need a straight edge, but I don't have a straight edge, so I have to just try to draw the straightest line possible. I'm going to use green so you can't really see it. You, however, will use an actual straight edge. You'll use a ruler or a protractor or a student ID, something that allows you to draw a straight line. Additionally, this line needs to include arrows. The arrow indicates that it's a line and not just a line segment. It goes forever in both directions. Next example, y equals -3x plus 1. First point that I'll plot is the y-intercept, where my start value of 1 gives me the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. So 1 is the important value. That tells me the y-coordinate of my point on the y-axis. So x is 0, y is 1. I still have a whole number slope, so my run will be 1. And then that negative is going to go with my rise. So a negative slope should be written as a negative rise. -3, -3. That will allow me to count down by 3. I start at my y-intercept and then I count down by my rise, down by 3, down 1, 2, 3, right 1. Down 1, 2, 3, right 1. I need to continue the pattern backwards, so instead of down 3, right 1, I go up 1, 2, 3, left 1. Up 1, 2, 3, left 1. I'm going to do my best to connect that with a straight line, but you would never just do it by hand. You would use a straight edge. That looks terrible. And include arrows. I would like you to take a moment to check the difference between a positive slope, 2, and a negative slope, -3. Positive slope has an upward sloping graph from left to right. Y is getting bigger as x gets bigger. Negative slope, sloping down as x gets bigger, y gets smaller. This is for sure the biggest mistake when graphing, having a negative slope instead of a positive slope or vice versa. So please check positive slope should be going up from left to right. Negative slope should be going down from left to right.